chocolate rain. The zombie flies into the window pane. Chocolate rain.
Is that song a euphemism for diarrhea? Can it be? I hope it is though. Chocolate rain. Jobby pain, more like. Anyway, I better get back on track with this video. What do you think? Aye, probably. What we're going to be talking about today? Oh yes, the Wolfenstein series, starting with The Old Blood. Technically this is the second release in the series, but it is a prequel, so I just thought we'd go with the very, very base start of the story. I hope you don't mind. Tough if you do, but I hope you don't. So in this game, like all games, well, not all the Wolfenstein games, most of the Wolfenstein games, you go BJ Blazkowicz, or Blowjobby as I like to call him. BJ, what the hell were they thinking? Billy Blazkowicz, William J. Blazkowicz, BJ, fucking hell. Aye, so this is set during World War II. I suppose you could call it alternate history game. I like alternate history games. They need to make more alternate history games. Right, before we continue with the review, I hope you had a lovely New Year, Christmas and all that pish. Santa good to you, didn't touch you up or nothing, excellent. Moving on, there's a lot of fucking stealth in this game, right? Hundreds of stealth, more stealth than I could ever really want to hope to fucking talk about. But here we are, talking about stealth. Now let me be very fucking clear that stealth isn't required to complete the game, it's just better off that you try it. Because if you don't try it, and you end up activating one of these wee wallopers, will just be a never-ending barrage of fucking reinforcements until you kill the officers that have called in said reinforcements, okay? And they'll show up at the top right of the screen, there'll be a wee wavy line in a wee grey box. Fucking smash A cunts first, if you can. You'll notice them because they're in uniform, they're in officer uniform with a lovely little hat, little black fucking stencil hat or whatever the fuck it is, I don't know. Hugo Boss, go ask him, he's the wank that designed it.
Alas, poor Yurik. Oops.
Yes, you're fighting the Zisan in this game, and there will be hundreds of Zisan soldiers all over the place for you to splatter. They'll come in many forms of soldiers, normal soldiers, you get your armoured soldiers with shotguns, you get fucking big massive armoured bastards, you'll get armoured dugs, you'll get other things that I can't remember. I don't think there's any boss fights in this game either. Apart from the last boss, that is. So this game was meant to actually be DLC for the New Order, but they decided to release it as a standalone thing. And I'm quite happy they did, because it gives me another box to put in my shelf, you know. Another thing to look at and gather dust. I'm destroying the earth by making these boxes. Good, fuck the earth, I hope it drowns sooner rather than later. I hope I live to fucking see it. Yeah, climate change reversal. Do you know what? It's fucking humped. Anyway, not to get too political. Well, I suppose this is a sort of political game because it's set around the and war. World War II. Even though this is set in 1946 and the war ended in 1945. So this is a continuation of what they thought might have happened after that period in time had Germany not lost to the Allied forces, the Axis nations, you understand? And it spawned a whole fucking line of games, and it's a remake of Wolfenstein 3D. Maybe I actually look at that as well at some point as a wee retro, having a wee duke at, you know what I mean? I'll think about that later because it's one fucking tough game and it kind of looks like shite now. I mean, there's no textures in the ceilings or the fucking floors. I kind of feel like I'm just walking around this big grey void. It's something you'd find in the Matrix, you know what I mean? Ever heard the fucking thing about the back rooms? I like that pish. Anyway, there is a boss fight in this. In fact, there's two that I can remember of, and they're no bad. There's one right at the end, last boss, and then you fight a guy in an armoured suit, but you've done that about a million times anyway. So, there's turret sections and all kinds of jiggery pokery going on, but I do find the stealth to be quite satisfying. Sneaking up on folk and just chibbing them to death. You're like, fuck you. So aye, it's not a particularly long game. It's all set in and around, I think, Castle Wolfenstein. I'm not entirely sure. And it is fun, and towards the end there are suddenly fucking zombies. Because some of the Wolfenstein games have been supernatural in nature. Other ones it's been like fucking like enhancements, like super soldiers, like fucking Captain America, only in a big massive tin suit. So this one sort of has all that in it, and the zombies come right at the end, and they're kind of annoying actually, because they just run right fucking at you like a fucking bastard, and they can infinitely spawn. It's nice to see sometimes though when you've noticed the bad guys and they'll just turn in front of you like pfft, big belch of flame, and that's them from the living to the dead, for the damned to the even more damned, if you will. There are also these cool retro levels splattered about the game, and you'll find them by selected mattresses that are lying about. Pishy, jakey fucking mattresses. I actually thought they were arcade cabinets, don't know why, just thought they were, but no. Jakey mattresses with shite on them. Enjoy. So it's good fun, it's fucking rollicking, it's gory. You blow fucking holes in every cunt, blow heads off, throw grenades, blow them with red mist like something that a World War, something, War of the Worlds, World War, fucking top pish. And it's good fun, I like it, and I think you should play it. And go get it now, because you get it for buttons. I think they were selling it in the Xbox with the new order for like a fucking $5, so can't go wrong with a $5. Adios everybody, until the next time.
Aus Frankfurt. Sind Sie Frankfurter?
Ja, ein Hotdog.
So ein komischer Kauz. Die spinnen, die Amis. Hotdog. Die werden sich wundern, wenn wir an der Macht sind. Weiter. Kreta. Bei Fuß.
Well, hello friends, and welcome to another new video in a new year, which will probably be the same as the last 2 years. I'm sat here drinking a wee rosé wine out of a really small bottle, and I'm going to talk about Wolfenstein The New Order, our favourite chase and shooting game. The game is available on the Xbox 360 with 4 discs, the PS3, the PC, Xbox One, PS4, and I think that's about it. I'm surprised it's not got a Switch version, because just about everything else has. In fact, it might have a Switch version, I don't know. I know the second one does, so surely this one does as well. It would only stand to reason, wouldn't it? Because who wants to jump into a series in the second game? Technically the third game, but it's the second game because it's called Wolfenstein. 2. Some things turn out unlike what you would like them to. A wee bit of philosophy from Craggs FM, motherfucker. Right, back on with the show. Wolfenstein The New Order was a reboot of Wolfenstein 3D and previously Wolfenstein on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and PC, made by Raven Software. It was panned, but I quite liked it, and it had a mere supernatural edge. Sadly for me, reviewing that's going to be a pain in a complete utter jobby hole, so I might not bother my holy hole. I'd need to fucking, put my camera from my phone in front of the TV again and hit record and do all that shit. Did it with Max Payne 3, didn't like it. I don't like doing it, but, sometimes needs must. Needs must as the jobby shucks.
Nazi scum. Anya, where'd they take you? Legs are like jelly. Fingers feel numb. Mother of all headaches.
And this iteration of Wolfenstein is made by Machine Games. I really wish id would stop farming out their properties, but these ones have turned out pretty good so far, apart from the odd hiccup here and there. Nothing can be perfect, but sometimes the decisions that these companies make can be really, really baffling. So I'll give you a brief overview of this game, right? You go Mr. Blowjobby Blazkowicz again. Fucking hell, Blowjobby. And it's alternate history where the Nazis win the war with the help of Death's Head, and start of the game you're assaulting Death's Head Castle, and it's fucking mental, mate. I really like the opening, actually, one of my favourite parts of the actual full game. This is a long game, this is about 12-15 hour campaign, no multiplayer whatsoever, single player only, great stuff. And it's got nice wee bits to break up the constant pew pew shitty shitty bang bang bits. It's got some slow bits, you get some nice cutscenes, they're all pre-rendered though, because they're all in 16:9, so you get your borders, so it's not in game, which is fine. And the same with the other games, there's retro levels in here. I think there's just the one, and it's in your home base in a mattress, but it's just hard as fuck. So one thing I did find out about the old blood retro levels were far easier than this one. I think, like I said, this is just one level, but it's tough, so have a wee bash, it's good fun. It's nice to see the old and new graphics merge, even though I don't think Wolfenstein 3D is all that interesting of a game. Now that is, enjoy. Another thing I noticed about BJ is he talks like Max Payne, everything's a pure mad whisper. I'm going to go and shoot some bad guys and maybe have a shine, and I think after that I'll have a pure sandwich of something. Maybe it'll need to be something fucking German, because that's how these cunts are eating now that they've taken over the world. They fucking bratwurst and fucking sauerkraut pieces for me for the rest of the fucking decade. Pure mad cunts. He speaks like that like the whole game. It's cool, it's Max Payne as fuck, mate. I like it. Big stoic cornflake packed chin walloper that he is. But you start out in a mad hospital because he's been injured, as you've just seen in that fucking intro, right? And it's like he gets scalped in the head with a bit of shrapnel metal type shite, and it has a lovely wee scar, and he's this pure, I don't know what to say, comatose, fucking catatonic big shite, and then all of a sudden these Nazi pricks burst in and kill everybody apart from one person. And then suddenly he's alright again, and then he just starts getting off his nut the rest of the game, killing everybody. Like, you what did
Fucking love it, mate.
and it's pure old school as well, because you don't get any regen in health or armour, you need to find it on. You get to carry every gun that you've got, like Duke Nukem or the Doom Scalper, and then fucking, this, brilliant, it's old school in that regard. With a lot more checkpoints, so it's not as fucking irritating as the actual old school games, but you get the idea. And the mission varieties will be from chib to steal things, kill, blow things up, kill, try not to get killed, and then fuck everything up again. It's good. The variety is nice. I mean, there's some slow bits. But you go to a prison, you need to free some prisoners. What else would you be doing there? Making sure the chicken feed's alright? Good. And then you'll be like fucking need to take over an underwater submarine as opposed to one that flies. And then you even go to the fucking moon at one point. Like, we need these nuclear codes, mate, for this big fucking cannon we've got. Mate, but they're not kept on Earth. What do you mean they're not kept on Earth? Where are they? They're on the fucking moon, mate. The lunar base. Well, because everyone has a conspiracy theory about
Hitler and the Nazis.
if they fucking had moon bases or fucking not, and well, this one they have a fucking moon base. Looks kind of Destiny actually, because a bit in Destiny when you go to the moon, and I'm like, this is kind of similar. What's a fucking moon? Would you expect? It's a big white rock, big white dead rock that just hangs there in fucking space and comes out every night and goes, "Alright, troops." You know that? So, well, it's a fucking moon, isn't it?
Dancing in the moonlight, everybody was feeling shite.
Or some pish. Fuck off. I'm just trying to have a wee bit fun here, because we're scalping into 2022. In fact, by the time you've seen this video, we're in 2022, and I'm no thrilled about it after the last 2 years, okay? So, let's just try and have a laugh and get drunk on that fucking Russian standard vodka, if we're allowed to drink something that's made in Russia. It's probably fucking made in, you know, fucking Linlithgow or some pish. It's made out of totties. Every cunt's got totties. I've got totties growing at my bastard ears. I'll need to sort that later, right? Cable time! The fuck was I talking about now? Aye, all the weapons that you can carry, you can dual wield a lot of them. Not all of them, but most of them. And the wee sniper rifle thing, you get the white gun that turns into a fucking laser gun when you get to the moon. It's pretty cool. I was saying the boss fights are not that great either, but what can you do really? They're more, not really so much like bosses, but just slightly more dangerous versions of what we've already got. Apart from 1 or 2, like the last boss is no bad, and the London Monitor boss is pretty cool, which is the big fucking tripod thing. I just like that because it's a tripod, what I sell, and it's not bad. It's not a bad boss fight. It's not brilliant, bad stretch or stand, fucking. What else in this game? Brilliant. The game is brilliant overall, but it's fucking tough, and I think the difficulty in some places can just get a wee bit annoying. And another favourite level of mine is a train one, when you get this super weapon, and it's like this, I don't know, you get like a mech suit, and there's a fucking, well, you don't get the mech suit, but you find the mech suit, and one of the other characters fucking uses it later on, and she just batters fuck out every cunt because she's in this Master Chief suit. And then, but you find this orb thing that's like a big sphere of danger, and you unleash it and you're like, what the fuck's this dude? Or just press the button and go for it. Aye, no bother. And you just wreck this train and an entire bridge that it's fucking travelling on. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. One of my favourite levels, but it's difficult because at one point all of a sudden you'll just have wave and wave and wave and wave and wave and wave after fucking enemy, and it's like, you've really stopped me in my tracks here, and you're actually starting to damage my fun a little bit, but it's such an interesting level, and a lot of ups and downs and runs and boots and fucking people getting splattered with giant boulders and fucking folk falling off the bridge, and I just find it a very satisfying level, but the difficulty, sort it out, will you, machine games? Well, not for that. This game came out in 2014, so it's fucking ancient, do you know what I mean? And a wee minor spoiler here, Hitler's no in this game. You fight death, said at the end of it, right? Hitler's in the next one at some point. He's a wanker, not to anybody's fucking surprise, you know what I mean? And being as that this game is set in an alternate history of World War II, it reminds me of The Man in the High Castle, written by Philip K. Dick, and I will imagine that that was quite an inspiration for this game. I really highly recommend you either read the book or watch the series on Amazon. So I'm sorry I'm going to need tangents here, I want to talk weapons again, right? So dual wielding's cracking, and you get this upgradable laser gun, so just be on the watch for like boxes cutting about to upgrade. Not just that, but your machine gun and like your shotgun, get ricochet gun, shotgun, it's fucking great. The game doesn't have a rocket launcher though, which I think is bizarre. No rocket launcher and no grenade launcher. Strange. But you get throwing knives, which is even more strange, I think. Not that they're no handy or anything like that, but fuck me, it's like, can't use a rocket launcher instead, pal. Aye, cool. No, mate. You can piss off. Anyway, aye, so the game's quite long, it's single player, it's good fun, it's gory fun, and it's from 2014, so it feels a little older than, you know, normal. The list of combatants you'll be facing off against is quite varied as well. I'm actually quite impressed. So you get soldiers, officers, shotgun guys, fucking super soldiers, mechs, dugs, fucking tripods, bigger mechs, even bigger mechs than that, mate. You even get a choice, a moral choice at the start of the game, where you have to choose between two guys to save. You've also got hubs to kick about in. You've got your main home base, and that'll eventually get attacked. And you're like, fucking hell, man, getting a fucking spark in here. Game, like I say, it's got a learning curve on it, difficulty curve. So feel it out for yourself. Just don't be afraid to put it on a lower difficulty. Play the game how you want to play it, not how people expect you to. Fuck them, okay? In the bum cheeks. Right on that brown bullseye, baby. Mwah. Anyway, rambled on enough pish. Highly recommend this game. Go get it. Good night.
Beat the battery! Hey! Blazkowicz! Give me the battery!
Look everywhere! Let's go, bitch! I see him. Caroline, this way! William. Oh, my stupid man. Did you think we would just leave you in here?
Oh, Jesus, fuck, his bloody innards are coming out!
Hold him in! Put your hands there!
That's not good.
Get him in the helicopter!
Easy.
Blessing. To have finished the work I was put on this earth to do. Surrounded by friends that love me.
You have no idea what it's like to suffer like I do.
Abate, we are out! Fire!
Yes, madam.
He's bleeding out! Go faster!
And the great warmth washing over me.
Towel!
I think the sky's on fire.
Please don't die. Caroline, he's dying!
Press!
He's turning blue. Abate, we'll need a gurney at the hangar bay. ETA 96.
Death at the gates again. Howling my name.
Blazkowicz.
Come on in, old buddy. Sorry I made you wait.
Pull, Bombate. I'll have to cut most of his intestines out.
Whatever it takes, Ted, please!
Stay with us, Blazkowicz. You fight through this, and I promise you everything will be all right.
Kinderlach, bring me anyone for to give blood! Now! Alright, listen up! You fucking too! Round everyone up and line up over here by the sick bay. Fuck it on your farm! Marty, here! Fresh! I need light!
Remember, my boy, it will end better than it began.
I do apologise if that intro was a bit too long for these, but I like a good long intro to set the scene, and believe it or not, that was hella cut back. I cut a lot of shit out of that. That went on for about fucking 15 minutes. There was no need for that. Machine Games, what the hell? Do you think you're Hideo Kojima? This isn't Metal Gear, it's Wolfenstein. Doesn't need to be that deep, okay? You could have had a 5-minute intro to portray all that. You didn't need to have so much shite in it, but well, that's the start of the video. We're off into a negative already, smashing. And it is now the fucking, it's the 3rd of January, it's the 3rd day of the new year. Ugh. The video will not be going out on the 3rd, it'll be going out probably on the 7th, this coming Friday. Alright, so Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, whatever that means, I don't know. It was mentioned in the Man in the High Castle as well, and I still don't know what that meant, so probably some sort of German thing. It's like some sort of symbol or something. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Move on. This game's mad. You start off in a fucking wheelchair because he'd been, well, blowjobby was blown up at the end of the New Order. Somehow he managed to survive. Oh, I should have said spoilers, but it is the sequel, so I would imagine you would. Yes, there will be spoilers. I will try and show you a bit more of this game than I did at the last one. It's about the same length, but one of the things I will say is the cutscenes go on a wee bit too long. In-game and pre-rendered, they're like, come on, fuck now, chaps, move the game along a bit, and with the in-game cutscenes, you can't skip them, so it drags and drags and drags, and you're like, Obviously, this being the second playthrough of this game, I'm noticing it a lot more, and I would just like to put forward an idea for Wolfenstein 3, if it happens. I'm sure it does, I'm sure it is. I'm going to let me skip every cutscene, even in-game ones. In fact, how about you just, tell the story as we're playing the game. Don't have me sitting there for 10-15 minutes at a time doing fuck all. It's not good, takes me out of the experience, slows down the pace, and I just find it really, really annoying, okay? So, every opportunity I had to skip a cutscene in this game, I did so. Which ain't the best, because you want to keep the story going. I actually kind of forgot what the story this was even about. So, you're still in a Nazi-occupied world. You are still fighting against them. You're going after Frau Engel for the first game, who still isn't needed somehow. And Hitler pops up at a couple of points towards the end of the game. And get this, Hitler is on Venus. Yes, a space station thing on Venus. What? It's like, yes, it's very strange, and we'll talk about the levels later on. Venus rhymes with penis. I'm just being childish, okay? Good. Still can't believe he's in a wheelchair the first level.
Anyway, it's 2:30 and I need a poo. No, Jesus Christ.
You take over a big U-boat in this one, so your base isn't some crappy building in the middle of Berlin. It's now a big boat in the middle of the ocean. And you can do side missions if you can be arsed figuring out the Enigma codes, where you get about 8 seconds to finish each one, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? No, I didn't gel with that. You get the first one for free, and then you have to figure the other ones out, and you'll get your Enigma codes scattered about the place, and off of officers. No, they had this in the first one as well, that I didn't talk about. Mostly because I forgot about it, because it's not something I dabbled in, and I didn't dabble in this one either. I tried a few times and went, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Let's be honest, I've got other things I'd rather be doing, like picking my eyeballs clean as shite. But the base is nice, it's a nice big space to explore, and you'll get missions in that base as well, where you'll get wee hidden Nazi compartments of Nazidom, and you'll have to eradicate them to like completely take over the ship, and that's quite good. You had that in the first one as well, quite like that. It makes a return here. There's a couple more. Now this game goes a wee bit more mad than the last one. You'll get bits where Fergus gets his arm cut off and it gets replaced with a robot arm, and then it gets off its fucking nut and beats fuck out of him. That's funny. I like that.
She's a good girl.
Fuck! Fuck, you deceitful bitch! Oh, you stop it! For the love of God!
Oh, no, I gotcha. Alright, everything's fine. Calm down. There's a good girl. There's a good girl.
Then you've got bits where you see Anya running about in the scud fucking firing machine guns. It's bizarre shit. So it's fucking borderline Saints Row at times. Then there's a bit where fucking Blowjobby gets his head cut off, and they fucking managed to catch it before it hits a furnace, and then reattach it onto a whole new body. So now you've got your full 100 health, because at the beginning of this game you only start with 50 health. You can overcharge it, you can get 200 armor points, but you can't get full fucking health. And I thought that is just shite, because the armor just gets stripped away like nobody's business. It's like you might as well not bother wearing it half the time. So I had to put for the great shame of all gamers out there, I had to play this game on fucking easy to enjoy it, you know what I mean? That's what happens when you get older. You just lose your edge a wee bit, you know, and you also stop giving a fuck. which I have done many years ago. Now, I thought there was less weapons in this game, but there's not. All they've done in the weapon wheel is remove the option to dual wield. So now you have to push up on the D-pad to dual wield any weapons, and you can mix and match as well. It's quite nice. But it was a bit, why the fuck have I got less guns? You don't. It takes a while to get them alright enough, but you don't lose anything, thankfully. And you can upgrade them via the menu screen. If you push that wee back button and the wee button on the left. Aye, can play it on the Xbox. I'm trying to figure out what they all fucking look like. I think it's wee buttons. It's either the 3 lines or the 2 boxes. I don't know. Some people call the 3 lines the cheeseburger. You know, because you get it. Fucking stupid. Now you push that and you can upgrade just about everything. You'll need to find gear. They'll appear as wee clogs. Clogs? No, cogs. Clogs. I pick up wooden clogs and upgrade your gun with them, you silly bastard. And yet again, you will find this shite all over the place. And you've got some belter of weapons in this one. You've got like a laser gun, and the noise this thing makes. I'm like fucking loving this. I'll let you hear it. I'll let you hear it right now. Yes, did you enjoy that? That whirling noise, and then everything disintegrates or gets cut in half. Great, it's great fun. You get big mechs again, you get fucking all sorts of mad shit. You even get like a fucking black hole type gun towards the end. It's a pain in the arse when it gets used against you, and it does. These 2 big fucking robot bastards. The game's about the same length as the first gen. I'd say about 15 hours. There's DLC for this, which I'll go over at some point in the future. I'm not doing it now because it can't be fucked. And yeah, it sets up a nice splattering of a third game. But what we got for a third game was not what we wanted. It's not actually Wolfenstein 3. It's the Youngblood, which was a spin-off. They tried to do something similar to the Old Blood and called it the Youngblood, but they fucking made a right hoor of it, as far as I'm concerned. And we'll go over that one next. Let's talk about the levels, right? So the levels towards the end of the game, the aesthetic looks like the new Doom. Now I've heard from sources that Wolfenstein is in the same universe as Doom, because like the Doom guy is like Blowjobby's fucking grandson or great grandson, something like that. Well, canonically, the Doom game, the first Doom game that was released in 1993, 93, is set in 2022. So the Wolfenstein games are set in the 60s and 80s. I don't think it'll go much later than that because, well, do you know what? It could, because they basically gave Blowjobby a fucking new body, and it's like, well, if you can do things like that, maybe he is the Doom guy. Wouldn't that be a turn of events? He's his own great grandson, fuck's sake. I've been alive that long that I get sent to space and didn't know what the fuck to do with me. But that kind of means that Doom, the Nazis won the war, and so how it must get resolved at some point fairly soon for that to, you know, sometime in the mid to late 90s in this timeline. You would think that the Nazis would be completely defeated if they're just sending normal guys. Well, say normal guys, just sending army guys to space that fucking knock fuck out their commanding officers. That was the story for Doom. He battered his commanding officer. Maybe that guy was a fucking Nazi. Maybe they've still no beaten them, and the only way to get away from them is to fucking go to Mars. Christ, they go to fucking Venus in this one, so you never know. It's fucking mental. BJ's dad's a wank, I know, but it's another story. It's not really all that interesting. They fucking ripped the cunt out it. They do have some awesome fucking bits, like levels involving BJ's house, but it's like, we get it, his dad's a wank, and you get to fucking kill him with an axe, so it's quite nice actually. You find out that he's sold out his maw bag, and then you have a dream, and then you eat a sandwich. and you basically kill everybody in the fucking planet. Well, if they're all Nazis, it's very, very easy to do so. It's like, I don't feel sorry for these pricks. Even though a lot of them will not have a choice in the matter. Kind of like how we don't stand up to governments now that are bad, and there's plenty of them. You get the idea. So let's get off our high horses, eh? Aye, good. It's very easy for humans just to buy into fucking anything. Look, they even believe there's a god. For fuck's sake. A big sky wizard up there with a plan. People think that's real, and that is just sad, man. Fuck me. Take responsibility for your own life, you fucking jackals. Anyway, I think I've ribbited and rabbited enough pish. This game is good, but it's inferior to its predecessor in a couple of ways. There's a little bit of a too much politicism in this. The cutscenes go on for far too fucking long, and you spend about half the game with half health because they wanted it to be more immersive. Fuck off. Good night, folks. Don't let the shite goblins lick your arseholes or something. Bye.
Caroline Becker, leader of the Chryso Circle. The criminal mastermind.
Never give up, Blazkowicz. Never give in to these people.
I think not. I think you're just another.
Let's fucking kill you! I'll kill them out of you!
That's gesehen!
Jesus Christ! Fuck me!
Übermacht den Mann!
After the previous General Lothar Brandt was ousted from power by Berlin, they sent in a new general to fight the Paris uprising. This general is located in a zeppelin called the Nachtfalter. Kill him first. Then we may proceed with finding your father.
Mate, have you ever fucking sneezed that hard that you've strained your sinuses and now I've got a fucking pain shooting round the side of my bastard skull? Oh, that's been fucking made out of meat. It's just bollocks. I'd rather be a fucking robot. Can't you feel nothing if you're a robot? Probably why the Matrix Revolutions. No revolutions, what's that? Regurgitations. That's what it should have been fucking called. They're so bollocks. Probably been made by the rhythmic rhythms of a rhythmic algorithm. Rhythmic rhythm. Fucking just get on with it, eh? Yeah, prick. Aye, so what fun delights have I got for you today? Fucking Wolfenstein Young Blood. And you go one or two of BJ's twin daughters, and do you know what? I've no long played this game and I can't fucking remember the names of them. I think it's, is it Jess and Sophie, or Sophie and Tess, or I don't fucking know, because I hate them. I fucking hate them. The two cringiest fucking cringe mongers that ever cringed.
Keine Bewegung! Was hast du noch für rein?
You okay? I think I'm fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got his brains in my mouth! Water, give me water!
So what is this heap of pish? It's no pish really. I'm being unfair. We've basically just made Wolfenstein into a infinitely monetizable Fortnite type shite approach. I don't mean it's a battle royale, I mean there's coins everywhere to buy shit, and there's a microtransaction store and fucking pish like that, and they've turned it into a fucking pseudo RPG because that's what the game needed. It's like Far Cry New Dawn. They're like, well, let's change Far Cry into an RPG where you've got different tiers of weapons that'll do different tiers of damage. Only they take it one further in this game, and it's not the weapons, it's the ammunition the weapon uses. So you'll be firing a gun a guy and it's doing huck all damage, and you're like, aye, that's good. Then you switch to your shotgun and it kills them in like 4 hits. Aye, that's the kind of shit you're dealing with here. So prepare to run out of ammo for one gun and then you're pretty much fucked. You know what I mean? You're just fucked. You need to run around like a blue arse chunk and fucking try to find all these bastards and fucking... What's a chug? A blue arse chug you in your face! I actually think I said chung. Whatever the fuck that is, I don't know. A chung. Fucking hell, mate. You're shite. Fucking... Jump off a bridge, you cunt! I was about to shout at a cunt. Oh, you just said jump off a bridge, you need to have like a paddling pool full of pudding or something like that, you know what I mean? Bridge doesn't have to be high, it can be like 2 feet. As long as it's a bridge. Fucking get round you pricks. Aye, so the game is set in gay Paris in the 1980s. Wait, baguette, croissant, motherfucker. And it looks nothing like Paris, I don't think. I think the Eiffel Tower's lit in there for like a brief second. Doesn't really matter, you were too busy fucking scaring about killing cunts to fucking worry about, is this the actual fucking architecture of Paris in the 80s? With your fucking monocle on, fucking doing this and that, you prick. No. You'll be running about going, oh, these fucking German bastards have fucking respawned. You're like, thanks. Aye, it's a sort of hub world. You know, you've got the catacombs, and you'll pick places to fast travel to using the catacombs and the subway. And the Germans never think to look for you in there because they're just thickos. Fucking. However, we eat our bratwurst and sauerkraut sandwiches. We cannot follow you into the tunnels because there are ghosts down there. Best German accent you're gonna get out of me. Probably sounded more Dutch or some bollocks. Anyway, fart in a bar in Nar Shaddaa, which is like a Star Wars thing, so forget that. Aye, so it's co-op. Even if you play it in single player mode, you have to deal with the AI, which is it's okay actually. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I've seen worse and I've seen better. I just wish they hadn't went this road. I wish they hadn't have done this with Wolfenstein. It's just such a strange game. I know it's a spin-off, there's no part of the mainline title, but no, it's like the Old Blood was really good and this one just sort of feels different. It doesn't feel like a normal Wolfie shooter. It's weird and the graphics are slightly strange. It looks ever so slightly more cartoony and I'm like, and the story is, I don't know if there really is a story. You're in Paris looking for your dad, and that's about as far as I can really care about the story. You're either going to find them or you're not going to find them. So, there you go, okay. Or you get to choose what character you want if you're playing it single player, and you'll get different abilities to choose, like whether you can double jump or fucking, well, you can double jump anyway. Whether you can battle through things or you need to pick lock, I don't know. Do you know what? I didn't get a fuck. I just fucking loaded it up and started playing the bit. It's not really what I want out of a fucking Wolfenstein shooter, but here we are. Fucking in the trenches, as they say, figuratively speaking, of course. And I'm shooting Nazis in the arse. This is fun. Then they respawn and it's like I didn't shoot them at all. Maybe this is some sort of fever dream. So you'll see slightly recurring characters like, was it? God, now if I can, is it Anya? I can't remember. I can't remember her name either, fuck's sake. And you just cut about Paris till the game's over and... Aye, that's it. That's your whack, folks. A very nice steelbook though, I will say that. That was a very, very nice steelbook. And you can play it offline and you can pause it, which is... I never thought you'd be able to do that in a game. It's just pausing. It's getting fucking rarer and rarer. Like, if you play Dark Souls or any of your fucking Left 4 Dead clones, you can't pause any of them. Why can't you pause Dark Souls? Fucking single player. Fuck off. And you just need to get better and find a toilet to hide in. How about let me pause the fucking game? Anyway, see you later.
Arian, now. Well, I never. Look out, Arian, look out. Well, I never. Look out. Look out, look out, look out! Look out! Look out!